Welcome back to Wario Land II. So yeah, because this game just won't end, here's another new storyline.
Alright.
This time...
for people.
This time...
Come on and slam, and welcome to the jam.
Man.
We already did it.
Sorry, Jova, we already had that joke in the actual...
That's what
So
Bebo
what
stands for, though.
What's the other...
I mean, that
What's the
song
other...
sucks anyway, so...
Oh,
What's-
no. Dude, that song is
Ladies,
many things,
before
but
you
that
call
is
each
not.
other's eyes out, where's the actual alternate exit?
You'll see, Teo. Keep going, guys. It's not like I can properly explain it without it actually showing up. Oh, here we go. Actually, never mind. There you go. Basically, Teo, you need to... There you go.
Raise that guy.
Basically, there's the boss door here. However, what you do is you do this. Turns out you can. This is secretly breakable blocks with enemies. Again, finding these hidden paths is all about experimenting. But usually the game gives you these environment cues. For example, why would that enemy be there? Like in particular, especially considering it's one of those things where you have to use the ground pound to get an enemy to you. So the game does give you slight hints that maybe this enemy was placed in here for some reason.
Getting ever closer.
But yeah, it does involve some. But yeah,
okay.
so yeah, this time they ran away into a haunted house.
Mansion.
And before you ask, no, the boos do not make a cameo in this storyline.
Of course not. Quickly! I hear the girl who lives next door lives here.
I'm not even sure how we would be able to be effective against
Scary
Wario.
in there! I'm not going in!
Fine, then you can stay behind and face Wario and see if you survive.
Wait for me!
That's what I thought, so puppet. Hey, Wario, maybe your friend Ashley's home.
Who's Ashley?
You're...
Once again, defeat the giants.
The giant spearmen.
Oh God, the giant spearmen again?
Is that a
Jesus.
chicken head portrait?
Okay, here's how this level works. This is actually a new gimmick. Basically, every time you go through a door that has the portrait of a certain enemy in it, and then you go back into the main room, that main room will be filled with that specific enemy. It's a weird idea for a gimmick, but I guess it's original.
So let me get this straight. We went from the city to Ashley's haunted mansion.
Remember, Nintendo platformer logic, Jova.
Well, Jova, for all you know, maybe this is one of those... well, no, technically speaking, it's Sony Festival the Bulls, so who knows. But maybe this is one of the mentions that Luigi could have won, but instead didn't.
It at the very least works better than in Dragon Ball Evolution. I'm sensing I'm picking up a signal of a Dragon Ball 5 miles ahead, and by 5 miles ahead they mean from a desert into a volcano. Despite the fact
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. The chickens are your enemies here.
I don't care what kind of world you're creating, you can't go from a desert to a volcano in just 5 miles. Earth doesn't work that way.
Unless you're an RPG.
Well, yeah, unless you're in a video game, yes, but Dragon Ball is not a video game. Well, at least it's not originally a video game.
I'm surprised they never bother with a proper video game adaptation of Dragon Ball Evolution.
They actually have, there's a fighting game for the PSP.
Oh, Jesus.
And it's terrible.
Straight to the PSP.
And it's basically it's a reskin of the Budokai engine, and it sucks, basically.
Oh. It reminds me of the Street Fighter video game based on the Street Fighter movie.
What about the last Airbender game based on the last Airbender movie?
Oh boy, we'll cover that someday for the channel. It's a special kind of bad.
Was that only for the Wii? Because I think I remember
I think it was for the Wii and the DS.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to remember if it also came to the PS3 and 360 at some point, or if that was another version.
There you go. There you go.
Bye.
It's that pesky thing that of when video game writers write themselves into a corner. Let's not forget the brilliant excuse. Let's not forget the brilliant excuse that Nojima and Kitase fought up for getting the party in Final Fantasy X from the ice level to the desert level.
I thought, Pedro, for a second I thought you were going to say pesky, pixky, pestanubi.
Well, at least in that game, the problem was more how the party got there. It's not the location is just attached to the Temple of Macalania. It's more of a case like in the first maybe Final Fantasy where the glacier, I think the glacier is practically near Gurgu Volcano, I think. I'll need to recheck the map one of these days.
Actually, I mentioned, crap Hogwarts teachers.
What?
When did you mention that?
Well, I thought when Pedro kept saying pesky, I thought he was going to say that spell that from the second film that guy tried to use to get rid of the pixies, but didn't work because, well, it's not a real spell.
Oh, you were talking
Because
about
that's the most memorable part of the movie, or the story in general.
No, I like it.
Fair enough.
I mean, it's one of the early red flags that the defense against the dark arts teacher is just a fraud.
Gee, maybe getting teachers from the House of Slytherin was a bad idea.
Actually,
Lockhart's not from Slytherin.
That was even worse.
Think.
Lockhart was just a
weren't they all? I haven't seen the movies in a while. Weren't they all from Slytherin?
No.
I know Snape is from Slytherin. Sorry.
The curse is that every teacher of the dark arts is only lasting 1 year, and something bad happens to him or her at the end of it.
Oh yeah, okay.
Which Crimes of Grindelwald shows us horse crap, so I don't know what to think.
Well, that's Crimes of Grindelwald, Jova. Usually fans prefer to pretend that thing doesn't exist.
Well, it exists, and it's written by your Lord and Savior J.K. Rowling herself.
Yeah, but that woman should never be allowed to write ever again. So
I really don't get it, but whatever.
The woman literally hates her fans at this point. Like
I don't think she hates her fans. She just comes up with some of the most things I've ever seen.
Well, Jova, if she doesn't hate me, then she sure does a great job of disguising it, because I feel horribly insulted by Crimes of Grindelwald.
But don't you see, Pedro? You're gay, everyone's gay. By the way, Dumbledore and Grindelwald had hot sexual tensions.
Oh, and yeah, Hogwarts had really shitty plumbing.
Yes, to the point where people just pooped on the floor and had to magically...
Well, Hogwarts... well, Dibs, let's face it. Does Hogwarts even get anything right?
Yeah,
but that
actually brings up something. But that brings up another point, though. If Hogwarts had such shitty plumbing, how did the basilisk get around?
Oh my god, that's actually a good point.
Well, remember, apparently...
No. That's actually a point to you. If they didn't have any plumbing...
the thing that Aragog said in the second movie, or the second story in general, is the fact that the egg, the monster was born in the castle, but we don't know when. So for all we know, first they built the pipes and then left the egg there.
That's
we still have to find the treasure.
Yeah, that's kind of even more stupid in hindsight when you get down to it. Yes, let's leave a giant basilisk egg down there, and I'm sure that won't lead to any repercussions whatsoever.
Well, remember, the Chamber of Secrets was created specifically by Salazar as the...
You know, for as much as we are led to believe...
Wait. Oh my god, Tio, you just made a point, though. If Salazar Slytherin created that tomb, then that means that the basilisks must have been there since the creation of Hogwarts, which means that, yeah, that goes back to Dibs' point. If there was no plumbing, how did the basilisks get around then?
Mm-hmm. All right. That also, but that's another thing. That's another. Oh, hold on. There you go.
Geez.
Pelicans.
Ouch.
So where is the treasure room?
Well, we'll have to look for it to explore.
This is a weird.
These spiders in the background that actually don't harm you, surprisingly.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Also, not to mention. Not to mention,
to deal with in a haunted house.
Yes.
Never would have imagined pelicans would have been something.
Not to mention, guys, let's face it. In hindsight, were the Dursleys really as bad as we thought they were? As they were relatable? Because let's face it, they were keeping Harry from the most dangerous place in the universe.
Not an excuse to be abusive.
No. I'm sorry. The Dursleys were way worse. Like, if it were up to them, Harry would have starved to death at some point. They are terrible.
I guess.
Like, just because the alternative is quote unquote dangerous doesn't excuse parental abuse.
I think it's just more about the Dursleys, the fact that Harry felt more at home at the place where he could die than with them.
Oh.
I'm scared of ghosts.
Actually, no, you're just scared of losing money.
Actually, does
Well-
Wario have any noticeable fears? Well, I mean, obviously he has some
Losing money, that's literally it.
Not really, Jova. Wario, at least as in his original characterization, has always been as a guy who's not really phased by much of anything. Like the only thing that really gets his attention is the prospect of getting money, really.
or losing it. But yeah, hey, you just got me thinking. So in that case, Wario's Bogarts would be like, I don't know, money running away from him.
It'd be Mario giving him the middle finger and a pile of money.
Huh. You know. Okay, that reminds me of one of the few things I liked about Crimes of Grindelwald, how Newt's Bogart was actually a desk job. That was actually kind of funny.
Yeah.
I give credit where credit is due, and trust me, it's not like I'm giving that movie much.
Oh, there we go.
Alright,
Well,
so let's see what the
treasure is.
well, if Pedro beats this
Well, even if I don't, I can just load the state. Let's see.
Found it.
There we go, second
To
top
the
left.
left. Yeah.
There we go.
So what's the treasure?
Let's see.
it's
A clock.
clock.
a what?
Clock.
What?
Well,
I think it's a pendulum. It's a pendulum type of clock.
Yeah, it's one of those clocks you put on the wall.
Considering,
You
yeah,
tell time if they are.
considering ancient mansion and everything, yeah, it kind of makes
That
sense.
actually looks like a very traditional. Like I've seen that clock on the wall of a lot of British sitcoms. So it's a very traditional type of clock.
Very, very common in Victorian Europe, so France, Britain, and my country as well.
Yeah.
and in America too, in some older houses.
Oh, I guess also the Dutch. Yeah.
All right, let's
So
go
is this
back.
supposed to be a haunted house or a fun house with this color scheme?
A haunted,
Maybe both.
a haunted house. But okay, let's
Haunted fun house.
time to kill the giant spearman.
This guy cannot catch a break.
Well,
You are the most pathetic boss I've ever fought. I'm not saying something. I fought.
well, Teo, I get the feeling that Teo, they're
But
probably
Mario kicked your butt and kicked you out of his castle too.
well,
No,
Teo.
what are you talking about? That event never
Yeah.
happened.
I have the recorded footage right here.
Well, Teo.
It's fun and discontinuity, Jova.
Yes, Pedro?
Well, Teo, it's probably each of them is a different mook. So I don't. So it's not even a matter.
Considering that some of these are alternate timelines, I wonder if they really are, or they're just the same guy relocated, depending on the situation.
7.
There we
Yeah.
go.
Yeah. I'm German now.
Well, you
Just like Mario Party 2.
and one. I think it was also in free. It was the N64 trilogy, if I remember. I used the same voice actors.
He was German in
Hold
one
on,
and
the
two, but they
owl.
changed-
Hold on,
German
to the
one and two,
owl.
but
Sorry.
he was German in 1 and 2, but then they changed the voices in 3.
They finally got Charles Martinet to replace those. It's weird.
think
It's
so.
it's weird as well because they had Charles Martinet voice Wario in Mario Kart 64, which came out before Mario Party. So you'd think they would get Martinet to also voice him there, but no. Why the German actors?
Maybe Nintendo wasn't caring too much about Mario Party at first, so we just let it outsourced completely, to the German team.
I
Not quite
guess.
sure Martinet was the mainstay actor yet either.
I guess.
I don't know, I'm just making hypotheses.
I'm glad he is now, though. All right.
But yeah.
All right. There we go. As always, just like all the other owl levels, it's all about trying not to get hit, so you won't fall. So
Well, compared to the one in the Atlantis kind of like city, this seems to be a bit more easy.
yeah,
Oh, we already got the treasure.
indeed. Which means we'll be able to just go straight to the exit after this.
Simple.
All right, the fire-breathing enemy.
The
Let's see.
Kitsune.
Fox.
Oh,
First
top
on left. Yeah.
There we go.
Let me guess, a candle holder. Oh, it's a book.
A record player or a book?
It's a book.
A book, I think.
Yeah.
Dear Diary, today I've been practicing my German language skills. Today I learned a new sentence.
Though I missed.
No,
Oh, I'm...
nine.
That's a word, not a
Heute ist
sentence.
Donnerstag.
Ah, there we go.
That means today is Thursday. You see, unlike that uncultured swine Mario, I am open to new language.
Yes, whereas Mario,
You stuck? Oh.
whereas Mario sticks to his Italian American accent.
Well,
Yeah.
as Simpsons established, just because you're Italian American doesn't mean you speak Italian.
Well, remember, he's an Italian, as dictated by Nintendo. He's an Italian plumber from New Dong City. Now it's officially called New Dong City instead of Brooklyn.
No. He's from Brooklyn. Donkey Kong's from New Dong City.
Well, that's the thing, Jova. Like, the Pauline is also there in New Dong City, so I've always assumed that Odyssey was basically making New Dong City into the New York of the Mario universe.
In fact,
Oh, no. She's just the mayor there. It doesn't mean she lived there.
In fact, I've got the.
Well, remember, Jova, when they show the festival, which is the throwback to the original Donkey Kong, they say it's based on the history of their town, clearly saying that it's that this is where the original Donkey Kong took place. So.
Well,
fact,
yeah, of course, but that's not
I have
necessarily Mario's home.
Yes,
Let's not forget also the fact when it was called Jumpman.
In fact, I actually have a question for the rest of your Musketeer whatever.
Swashbuckling console or Regiment Musketeers at your service.
Okay. What is German for Monday?
For what?
German for Monday?
I forgot. He's asking for Monday in German. I forgot.
I have no clue. German is such a different language. It doesn't.
Montag.
Yeah, it is. It is. Good one, Jova. Montag, yeah.
Did you look that up on Google Translate?
No, I don't use Google Translate. I have standards, sir.
Whatever. Okay, then here's
Oh, this haunted house has water in it too.
Whatever. It's a video game.
I think this haunted house needs a plumber big time. Hey, Wario, ever think of taking up plumbing? That could get you money.
That's the thing.
Nine.
That's the thing, Jova. He's a plumber who doesn't really care for plumbing.
Like a Ghostbuster doesn't care for busting ghosts.
Alright, here's something that will throw you off. What is Dutch for Monday?
Wait, so first you asked for German, now you want Monday in Dutch?
I don't know Dutch.
Yes.
You're acting very, very, very random today, but anyway, Dutch for Monday is Maandag.
Though you're pronouncing it wrong, it's Maandag.
Maandag. There you go.
Yeah.
So, Wario, here's a question for you.
Welcome to Wario Teaches.
Not for nothing, Wario, but thanks to your quick answer in that, like, you're probably the one who's now actually using a language website since you were so quick to answer that.
True
Yes.
that.
Yes.
So-
Yes, Mr. Jova.
So, Wario, I'll ask you a question from the people of my ancestry. How do you say Friday in Swahilian?
Friday in Swahili, you say.
Yep. Swahili, the
okay.
most well-known
It's okay.
language in Africa.
It's okay, Dwebs. Just use the same Swahilian dictionary that the villain from George of the Jungle used.
I can make a rough guess.
Oh, there we go.
Really?
They can only speak Swahili. 10 guilder per man, and you got a deal.
Totally. Also, sorry, Wario, but the correct pronunciation for Friday in Swahili is Ujama.
Jova, bad guy falls in poop. Classic element of physical comedy. Now comes the moment where we back our heads back and laugh. Ready?
0.
0, yeah.
No, dudes, that's not how you say Thursday in Swahili.
Anyway, the Mario Wiki seems to be neutral about the whole origin thing. It says that in some instances it's stated it's Brooklyn, but there's no official answer yet.
I'll just stick with Brooklyn and assume that New Dunk City is just
The way to open door. Don't you mean B door?
The way to open door.
Basically, the gimmick of this level, it's a maze, but it's not the same kind of maze we've seen before in this game. It's all about going through doors, and every time you go for one of the 5 doors, there you go. We already had the exit, but we need to put the blocks in a way that we can actually go for the exit. Again, the game loves to troll us like this. It's like what, the 4th time it does this.
Dang, aren't you lazy, Wario? You can't just simply jump up and reach into the door.
There you go. Going through door number 5 also opens door number 4. So basically, it's all about learning the pattern of which door opens the other doors. So.
Oh no, a cloister!
Yeah, this game. Yeah, Pokemon ripped this off. Obviously.
0 out of 10. Never mind the fact that Cloister is based on actual, bivalve animal.
Yeah, isn't Cloister something to do with God or something?
Wait, what?
What?
Or am I getting that confused with something?
I think you are.
That's Arceus with
Yeah, Arceus is the one dealing with God, unless you're talking about the Helix Falls.
Not just that, they look completely different. Cloister is a bivalve mollusk like Pokemon. Arceus is a llama.
But Theo, I thought the gods of thunder, lightning, and fire, ice, thunder, and lightning were the 3 legendary birds. I mean,
maybe they are, considering.
Or maybe we're just completely inconsistent with our fucking lore.
Okay.
Again, we were operating on Mega 10 logic, and there are multiple deities, with Arceus being the top one.
Actually, to be fair, the game's never established the legendary birds as the gods. That was.
But that was the second movie.
Well, actually, not even the movie really establishes them as gods.
I actually remember, Jova, in the original Japanese version, they call them gods.
Oh, the Japanese version, you're talking about that. Well, okay, but even still, though, that was the movie, not the games. When it comes
But remember, Jova, later there's a movie with Arceus that says that he's the one true god of Pokemon. So yeah, we have multiple gods, apparently, according to the Japanese versions of the movies.
Honestly, wait. You're surprised at there being multiple gods? That's, like, usually common with a lot of religions.
I guess it's just that... go ahead, too.
Again, I pointed out the average Mega 10 plot has all deities coexisting. The average canon is that Yehovah has basically trumped over them and enslaved them. That's why most of them, like Odin, Thor, Osiris, and etc., are demons for you to command.
True.
I always do like that idea of there being a multiverse of gods.
I still don't understand what... however, Jova, that still doesn't explain where the hell was Rayquaza during movies 1 and 2.
Oh, he was on the moon.
I guess.
He was chilling on the moon.
Also, Jova...
Yes.
Jova. Yes, Jova. I too love Chaos Wars. And when I say love, I mean hate. A lot.
Oh, you must love it oh so dearly. What did it do to make you love it so much?
It's a pointless event that makes a particular deity in the Marvel Universe, Amatsu Mikaboshi, basically a chaos god from Japanese pantheon, super powerful out of nowhere. And
that Chaos Wars. Okay.
No, not the video game, Pedro. and when it erases the existence, the entire Marvel existence, only for it to be restored like 5 seconds later.
Joy.
Wow, I really can't move my body.
There's an interesting escalation, but overall it's kind of pointless.
Stop it, Nicole. Is everyone okay?
Is that game?
The Chaos Wars video game.
Yeah,
that was dubbed by this guys.
Alright, let me see what this is.
It's
a chalice.
A wine glass.
A wine glass, yeah. I'm sorry.
Is it a legendary chalice?
I guess, maybe. I'm sorry, Dwebs. You have nothing to do with this. Seriously, I know that she's seriously, like, did she get inject herself in a horse tranquilizer before she recorded her lines? I mean, I get that they're terrible actors, but at the very least, the other actors sound like they're alive. I mean, Jesus.
Not just that, I would like to point out that the average toddler in the South Park universe gets voiced by I forgot if it's Trey or Matt.
Trey's daughter. Trey's daughter. Yeah.
And she's amazing at doing her job. So it's all about direction, if you ask me.
Well, for her tale, she's having fun with her daddy. So obviously to her, she'll be invested. Not to mention to what other 7-year-old girls are literally told by their parents to swear like mad, you know. So there you go. Although that was at one point, yes, that was at one point that the daughter, but at this point she's actually older now, so she does.
Obviously, but what I meant that as an example for what she was worth.
I actually don't remember when was the last time Ike was in an episode, so I'll have to. I mean, I remember Ike was in season 20, but I don't think
for the video game. I think.
Well, actually, no. Season was she still in season 20? I'll have to look it up. But go ahead.
I don't know if toddler characters were present in Fractured Battle, but I definitely can confirm for Stick of Truth.
Ike is technically in the in Fractured Battle, but I don't think he speaks. But I'll have to look. I'll have to see. I don't remember if he speaks in Fractured Battle.
All right. Also, the search for the door turned out to be just get to the exit.
To be fair, we had to go through several different doors.
Yeah, but it was the gimmick.
Well, remember, this game likes
two.
Well, this game is trying to answer one simple challenge: how many ways can we? In how many different ways can we describe find the exit? There you go.
2 pieces
What's
left.
that called?
Kind of.
Hard to tell.
It's Japanese folklore art too. It's abstract and weird. Okay, everybody. In the next part, we finally 100% the game, thus unlocking the true final level. See you then.
Yay.